Telling our stories is the connective tissue of the collective human experience. The Just Keep Talking podcast delves into the lives and stories of artists. What is the impact of mental health on creativity? What does it mean to be a creative individual? Someone who feels deeply, experiences joy and pain intensely, and navigates the challenges of life through the creative process. With each story shared, we explore the authentic experience of our basic need to be seen, to be heard, and to belong. We're really not so different from one another, nor are we alone. Together, we can inspire, encourage, and enlighten each other to find the true joy and fulfillment that is within ourselves. When we just keep talking, we create the space for gratitude, self-acceptance, and grace in everyday life. In a world filled with divisiveness, fostering inclusivity and connection is a powerful way to make a positive impact. The Just Keep Talking podcast with me, Brother Love, because your story matters. We're absolutely so in the moment. Where else could we be? And we're on the video at the moment. This is so freaky to me. This is great. Hello, and welcome to the Just Keep Talking podcast with me, Brother Love, because your story matters. Today, I am here with Kara Frazier. I didn't need to read that. I looked down at my paper.
What's her name?
Hello, Kara Frazier, Southern roots singer-songwriter. My goodness, you are based in Nashville. You're from Jacksonville, Florida. You have a bluesy, Southern roots and pop soul feel, little neo soul in there. I've known you for a few years. Thank you for having me in your home.
Of course.
Good day.
Good day, sir. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Let me tell you what a good day it's been so far. I got in my car to come here, and on the radio was one Kara Frazier with Kenny Sharp, Coming Home, your latest single. It's Lightning Casey's DJ Pick of the Week this week on Lightning 100, a station I am very close with, very, very close with. You came in second. You were the runner-up in this year's Music City Mayhem. What a coup. To hear you on the radio is something that I was thinking about this morning, and I thought, how perfect. You have been kicking ass for years now. You've been working hard. I've known you for a few years now. We've written some songs together. We've had a little success on the radio ourselves.
That's true.
Wow. What does it feel like? I mean, all of a sudden you're on the radio. You've been busting your butt. How do you feeling?
God, I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah, life is so good. And it makes all the years of work and like wondering if this is going to pay off worth it.
Yeah. Where did we meet? Do you remember?
So it was through my old voice teacher, Chris Rowe.
Yes.
And she said, oh, hey, like these guys live down the street from you. And you guys were actually a block away in East Nashville at the time.
Yes, that's right. We hung out and we would just come to shows, right? You came to the Vibe shows.
Yeah.
We hung out. Did we write back then?
We did.
It was a long time
at
ago.
the old band house, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, we wrote like a song or two.
Yeah.
You guys came to my spot at one point.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, those guys are so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I was so intimidated by you guys, to be honest.
Really? Wow.
You guys were so kind to me, but I was like, they're way too cool for me to be riding with or even, you know, like hanging out. But you were always so cool and kind to me, and so yeah, from that point I was like, okay, I guess they actually do want to be friends with me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was years ago, and yeah.
And those are during my drinking years, so that's why I asked you, did we write together? Hey, you know, another lifetime would be like, did we sleep together? That's not a lifetime now at all anymore for over a decade. Yeah, my wife, the famous Sarah Tomek, would laugh at that, of course.
I love Sarah.
Oh, so do I.
Well, you're a rock star. You know, Larry. What are you gonna do?
Well, thank you. Well, you're a rock star too.
Thank you.
Part of this whole community here in Nashville, what keeps us here is the community of Nashville. I've seen you perform over the years, and we run into each other, and then just to watch, like every now and again, I would just hear, do you know Kara Frazier? Oh, Kara Frazier. You know, and I'm like, I do know Kara Frazier.
Yeah, actually.
And just to watch the growth, and then to hear you on the radio, it just feels good. It just feels really, really good. We wrote a song called Electrifying together. You, myself, Alex Rahal, and your writing partner, Anthony, I never pronounce his name right. Salino?
It's no salami, it's salamoni.
Salamoni. Anthony, please accept my apologies. Anthony Salamoni, right? Is that close?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Well, it sounds like an Italian name. I should say that. Hey, Anthony Salamoni. Anthony Salamoni. He's good with the pepperoni. It's great. Let me tell you something. Anthony Salamoni, he writes a good freaking song. He could produce the song, he plays the instruments. He's real good.
Yes.
So we wrote a song called Electrified, and it came out last year, and it was on the radio. It was wild. People were congratulating me. Congratulations on your song. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? Them Vibes doesn't have a song out. Brother Love has oh my gosh. That's the power of community in Nashville. Cool? Yeah. And it also kind of messed you up, right? A little bit. You entered to be in Music City Mayhem. Explain what that is.
Okay, so Music City Mayhem is a voting style competition. Mm-hmm. They choose top 32 to start out of like 300 plus people. Yeah. And then you have like 3 rounds of voting. And then if you get through those 3 rounds, you make it to the live show, which is top 4 plus a wild card.
Yes.
You enter to win the grand prize, be the champion, and a couple other surprises along the way. But
I believe Them Vibes, we entered a couple of times, and then we decided no more contests. We're not doing it. Fun little story is that the last contest we ever did, we actually finally won. And it was
let's go.
It was to get on the Sail Across the Sea cruise.
I kind of remember when you guys did that.
The band Train. Yeah, we won. It was the same thing. It was like we were the last to win a prize to get on the boat. Yeah. So that was cool. But Music City Mayhem is a part of this fabric of Nashville, Tennessee, Lightning 100 for so many years. And it really brings forth the cream of the crop of what's going on in town. And we're bringing each other up, right? So how did you get involved in this? Because they told me, I work at Lightning 100, okay? I host Community Corner, which is a nonprofit and community cause-based show on Saturday mornings. I host Nashville Sunday Night. I'm now expanding my role there in sales and marketing and all. And so I think I almost ruined your chances to win this thing because I'm involved in the station and we wrote the song that you submitted.
That's right.
So tell me what happened.
Okay, yeah. So it got me into the thing. Right. But then I get an email, hey, like, congrats, but you need to pick a different song. I'm like, crap.
The one time, right? You're like, we got a great song.
I know. And I would have loved for that one to be spun and have that get all the attention and all that. But it wasn't going to work. And they said, and Brother Love cannot perform with you. So I said, well.
Yeah, exactly. You needed a drummer.
Right, exactly.
For the show.
Yeah, so Raven Pfeiffer, Sarah's friend, ended up filling in, which was great, right? But anyway, that's what happened. It was kind of funny. But it did get me into the thing, which was cool.
Yeah. So you've been Lightning 100's local artist of the week. Yeah. Right? You're now the DJ pick of the week. Casey, what does it feel like for you in this community? Because you're not from here. You're from the Jacksonville area. Right. And you've been here how long?
I've been here 11 years in August.
11 years in August. Mm-hmm. What does it feel like now?
It feels a little surreal to me. Mm-hmm. I have so many more goals for myself as an artist, but at the moment it is like, okay, things are starting to blossom and come to fruition that I have been dreaming of for so long. Yeah. And it's a good stepping stone for me. One day maybe I'm like on Sirius XM or something, but for now it's like I'm so thankful for Lightning 100 and how they support local artists.
Yeah. Well, describe your music, because I was saying jazzy and bluesy and neo soul and soul, and I don't even know what these terms even mean anymore because they just blend together. Like you're a perfect gumbo of music.
Gumbo is cool. I was going to say kitchen sink, but gumbo is a little sexier, so we'll go with gumbo. All right. Yeah, I think through the years I've been influenced by so many different types of artists and songwriters that it keeps morphing. So like the new stuff that I'm coming out with is definitely on the bluesier end, a little more of the Southern soul feel. And I did the songwriting contest where it's really a challenge where you write one song a week for a full year, right? Yeah. And the songs that are coming out on acoustic guitar were like very folky. Yeah. And so I don't know, I'm just kind of like with the gumbo analogy, I'm just blending a bunch of different genres together. Yeah. And it's kind of song by song basis for me. What you get is what you get with that particular song.
Yeah. Do you enjoy co-writing?
Yeah, I love it. Well, especially with you and Alex.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Because we came in and, Alex Rahal, from Them Vibes, who also has his own solo material. We're actually currently working on his second solo album. Yeah, it's really cool. Awesome. I mean, Alex is a genius songwriter. He is. He's a phenomenal poet, and he and I work so well together, and we just know how to dance, if you will, and write songs. And we have come into your space a few times now. Electrifying was one. A few weeks ago, we got another one. And I enjoy your openness. I really appreciate your ability to know who you are and listen, but give when it's time to give something. Be quiet when it's sort of when you have nothing to add.
Which is optional.
No, but that's great because, filling the space is something that's been on my mind and in my heart where I feel like, so many of us and so much of the time, we're afraid of the space. We're afraid of the quiet. We're afraid of the gray. Maybe nothing necessarily is moving upward or downward. Everything's just sort of even keel. And there are moments in a writing session where my nerves are through the roof. I'm completely anxious. I wish you would cancel and I could just go to the coffee shop and not have to write a song.
Heard that.
And it's silly because I don't have to write a song. I'm choosing to write a song, right? We're choosing to be in the space together. With that, the nerves will manifest themselves as throwing yourself into every single nook and cranny, as opposed to just maybe taking a step back and let's see how it flows out.
Sure.
So Alex is somebody that comes in with some ideas. I'll have a couple of ideas. Maybe you've had a couple of ideas. But I really enjoyed being able to just say, what are we doing? Being in the moment, not being stuck on anything preconceived. You had an idea. You had some things that you were talking about, nature and bees, and we were talking about spring.
Honey.
And we wrote a really great song. I think so.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Well, I was just going to echo what you're saying, where it's like I felt everybody in that writer's room really had their role. And we all kind of were able to settle in a little more at that session and sit back and be like, what are we really trying to say? And there's no idea that we were too precious about. We're just like, let's just wait until it feels right. And we weren't rushed. So that's, in my opinion, why we got such a cool song at that session.
What is your role at different times in writes? Like, does it shift?
Well, yeah, it does. But through the years, one thing that I've realized is like in most writers' rooms, there's going to be somebody that's really great with the music side of things. Then there's someone that's more lyrical. And sometimes one person is a lot of those things, and that's always really cool. Yeah. But for me, I think the strength that I usually bring to a writer's room, I would hope, is the ability to like make sure that the storyline is tracking all the way through. So like verse 1 and verse 2 flow together conceptually, make sure that there's not just like a line that we're just throwing in there to throw in there kind of thing. I guess the proofreader would be one of the roles that I feel like I'm pretty good at. But
a lot of times you're the artist. Right?
Yeah.
Do you also do writing for, like, you'll be in a session and it's just like, it's not necessarily for you as the artist?
Yeah, I have done that.
And what's the difference for you? Like, do you enjoy that? Or is there a freedom in that? Or is it constricting?
That one gives me more anxiety because you're writing for somebody else's project. And I know firsthand as an artist how like important it is that your message is correct and true to who you are, whatever correct means, but just, authentic to who that artist is. And so I never want to mess that up.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
I hear you. But writing for you, with you as the artist, I love the fact that you know who you are.
It's helpful, right? When the artist knows that.
Yeah. When it's just like, okay, because I'll sing something the way I would sing it or maybe the way I hear it. And that's fine, but I love how you listen and you digest it as best you can because it's brand new. And you were very quiet and you wrote things down and notes and things, and then you digested it rather quickly because we were in and out in 2 hours. And you took an idea that we all kind of were just stirring up in the pot, and then it came through you, and then it was Kara Frazier. That's an amazing feat, and I love writing with you because you know who you are, and what comes out is you. It's not Larry and Alex through you. It's just you. When did you find your voice?
Oh my God. I think I'm still finding it.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
But really, I find that there's like a big connection between knowing yourself as a person and growing in that way, and then growing as an artist and knowing yourself as an artist and songwriter.
Yeah.
I think that started happening to me about a year ago, actually, where I finally was like, okay, my personal life feels like it's in a good spot, and I feel like I am trying to be the best version of myself, and then like my music followed suit, if that makes sense.
Of course that makes sense. Would you say that you were in the flow?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the flow, yeah.
Was there a moment like an aha? Because, man, hindsight is 2020, and, we want things now. Why is my career not happening? Or why isn't the song blowing up? Or just why? We're planning ahead, but, this is coming later. I need to be prepared for that. Oh my gosh, I forgot to finish that video to promote the thing that I did yesterday. And you do it all. You're an independent artist. And it's always like, oh my gosh, when am I going to get there? But what happens, I think, is that when something does happen, quote unquote, we go, oh, this is the timing that it needed all along. This song became successful, at the right time. Me forcing it wasn't the right thing to do. Me forcing myself into the future is not going to get me there any faster.
Absolutely. It was definitely a moment of realizing that the songs write themselves for you before you're even ready for them.
Wow.
Before you can acknowledge what they were meant to do for you and for the people in your life.
Yeah.
So it was almost like I had to play catch up, and be like, oh, okay. I didn't know at the time of writing, Electrifying or Coming Home or these songs that I feel like have been staples for my career and helped me move along. I had no idea at that time that they were going to do that.
Yeah.
But it was just like I had to practice a little bit of, leap of faith kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Just hoping, these songs will resonate. Like, I feel like they're like, me and who I am as an artist and what I want to sound like. But, will people like them? I didn't know.
Right.
So it's really, there wasn't like a pivotal moment. It's been a lot of little moments over the past 2 years, a lot of like personal life stuff that's happened within our family and within my life where I'm like, okay, I just have to come around to the idea that these songs are going to change my life. There's no way to know.
Yeah, there's no way to know for sure. And you've co-written, with a bunch of different folks. You have a wonderful palette. It's all you, but there's jazz and there's blues. You wrote Everything Is You is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
And that just came out this past year as well, right?
Yeah.
I was crying this morning when I was listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, I felt so beautifully like melancholy, sad and yet happy.
That's the goal, yeah.
Who did you write that with?
With Tony.
You wrote it with Tony? Yeah. Tony, my Italian guy. Yeah. Tony Silamoni. It's a beautiful song. And then Stained with Miranda Powell and Ryan Pruitt.
Fun one.
And Third Degree with Lauren Anderson. That's a bluesy rocker. You got Shias on that one. There's horns. But there's horns on this song, there's strings on that song. Yeah. It all just feels like you and it feels comfortable. You feel like you're in your own skin.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're in your own skin?
Absolutely. And even within that, it's like, trying different genres. Like Stained was very pop for me. And I was in the studio like, oh my God, am I going to be able to pull this off, right?
Yeah.
Each like different type of genre blend that I've tried has made me better as an artist and has actually made me find myself more.
Yeah, which is so cool. Okay, so what about the live situation? A couple of years ago, we were in Florida at Roscolusa, which is a festival in the Jacksonville area, Ponte Vedra. Kim Page, who is Alex Rahal's fiance now, she is just one of the most incredible, inspiring people you ever want to know. She moved to Nashville to be a singer-songwriter, did the publishing thing, did the dance. Just wasn't for her, but she started a music festival in her backyard in Florida 14 years ago. Fast forward, Kim's no longer in the music business. She's an architect, but she was an architect for an amazing festival that lives on. And we just celebrated our 14th year. Them Vibes gets to play a show and we have a wonderful time. A couple of years ago, you were there. You're like, I'm from here. You were watching the show. And I remember just thinking, well, why not get Kara on this bill? And last year, you were playing the Roscolusa Festival and you were amazing.
Thank you.
What did that... Thank you. I mean, that was your hometown.
Yeah.
Your dad, your folks, just amazing. What was that like?
So full circle and such a dream come true. Yeah, I have a confidence issue for sure, but I never thought that I would be doing that.
Yeah.
And then when Kim reached out, I'm like, wait, are you sure? Like me? Because then I'm thinking about all these writers on this lineup that have just done amazing things and had these big cuts. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay, like this has to be perfect, like all the things. Yeah. But then when I got into it and that weekend, I just felt so much love and like hospitality from the whole community there that I was like, oh, we're going to be all right. So yeah, it was great. Like, and then getting to meet Madeline Edwards was so cool. I'd been listening to her music for like a year. Yeah, I was just blown away by every person on that bill. Yeah, it's cool.
You were perfect. Brene Brown, one of my favorites of all time. She says, courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. And that's a huge deal. You perform either with yourself and one other, like a duo, and you also perform with like a big band, horns and strings and the whole thing. Do you enjoy it?
Oh my God, it's my favorite part.
What is?
The live part. If I could just perform live every single day, that's what I would do.
Yeah. What's the scene like here? You seem to be a part of something that is really special. And I don't know if it was born out of the 1865 Club or it's just part of where you guys hang out. But you and Kenny Sharp and there's just a whole crew that are doing this like very soulful and yet very Americana, like bluesy. It's really be everything. I don't want to put it in one box.
Yep.
I just feel like the newer generation, you young kids, are really just digesting everything, and you're just being you. This is my music. This is how I express myself.
Yeah.
What's the scene like in Nashville for you? Because you're not country. That's the one thing I can say you guys are not.
Right.
None of you, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because I moved to Nashville in a country band, and once that was all done, meaning the band was dropped from the label, Alex and I made them vibes, and we've been rock and roll and funk and soul. So what is the scene for you in Nashville right now?
Yeah.
Kara Frazier.
Yes, brother love. Well, I would say, first of all, like, to give you your flowers, you know, you guys paved the way for that to happen for non-country artists. So that's appreciated.
Oh.
Yeah, it shows other artists that are doing these different genres that, like, oh, there is a scene for you here.
Yeah.
But I think Kenny Sharp is really a genius when it comes to many things, but setting up a space where a community of people can come and listen to something other than country music.
Yeah.
And that's what Nashville Family Affair, his event that he's grown exponentially throughout the past year and a half, has been. It's a safe haven for artists like myself and Mickey Brayboy and Madeline Ray, Delana, Eric Galvan, Tamara. The list goes on. Sorry if I forgot you. It's not personal. There's just so many of us. But it's like that safe haven for us to come, perform original music, but also cover music that we like. And it's a once a month thing. It started at 1865 Club.
Right.
We actually outgrew the space because they're more of a live, intimate, kind of acoustic space. So we just took it to the R Lounge. And
Where's that?
Oh, so it's off of Wedgwood, Houston neighborhood.
Okay.
And it's a big space. So it was like crazy to see, oh my God, this thing we've been building is now in this space with this many people. What? So that was really cool. So I think for me, where I'm headed is I would like to start playing my acoustic songs out at different writers' rounds and such.
Right.
Don't do a lot of writers' rounds because I'm honestly intimidated by them, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go start doing that. And then to continue on, you know, performing at places like 1865 Club.
That is so cool. So what about your self-care in all of this? Because you know, you just mentioned it's frightening, or you're afraid when it comes to these playing rounds. I am as well.
Yeah.
I don't accompany myself with a guitar or a piano. I can play music. I understand the music. I'm a drummer. I'm a percussionist. I can sing and play drums all day. I can move 4 limbs and sing.
And you're dang good at it.
Thank you. I enjoy doing that very much. But if you told me to put a guitar on and sing one of my songs, I just couldn't do it.
Sure.
So I always need somebody. But what I've also learned is I love the collaborative. I love working with somebody. When I'm on stage with Alex Rahal, like this past weekend at Roscolusa, and I look over at somebody that I trust, somebody that does not judge me and that I don't judge. I mean, we've lived a lifetime together. You know, we've been like a married couple now for over 10 years. You know, so we've done the dance.
Your work husbands.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I am his wife. I truly believe.
Get out of the way, Karen.
I truly believe that if you can put yourself in the space of the other, then you will really, truly learn about yourself. Like I am the husband to my wife, Sarah Tomek, who happens to have a bigger penis than me.
That's facts.
she got a big dick.
If you know her, can't confirm.
That's sweaty. But I do believe that I have been able to I feel like I'm Alex's wife.
Yeah.
And he's my husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? which is great. You know?
Guys.
I do too. I love us too. Thank
Best.
you. What I'm getting at is that I have so many fears and anxieties with performing and thinking that I'm not good enough and all of that. So what is your routine? You know, how do you push through these things? Because you're an independent artist. You make videos yourself. You record, you put it all together. Everything always looks professional. I was at your website. I was like, whoa, what a pro. And your videos, you put everything out and it's quality stuff. Thanks. What is it like for you emotionally to do all this, to be Kara Frazier, the artist?
Well, you know, it's gotten so much easier through the years as more success has come and as my team has gotten bigger, but also more selective, where I'm like, oh, like to your point, you look over, you see Alex on stage, you're like, I'm good. That's how I feel when, you know, like yesterday I'm recording at Frida Recordings with Nick Bullock. It was an amazing session. Yeah. And I look over, I'm like, okay, Nick's got this. The crew there recording were awesome. So I think for me, the self-care piece is like making sure that my team is set up in a way where I feel like I'm good. So, Yeah, like what helps me ease my anxiety is organization. So I'm very type A. I'm also a little type B in certain ways, but we won't get into that. But I do a lot of prep work so that my team feels at ease. And then therefore, it's really more of a selfish thing, I guess, but it's like I want to feel at ease. Like everybody has the details they need, and this will go off without, an issue.
Well, that's fantastic. So do you have routines? What do you do like personally? Because, part of this show is digging a little bit deeper, how's your mental health with all this stuff? The world is a crazy place. You're married. How long have you been married now?
5 years in May.
5. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Beautiful home. I was helping you decorate, I believe, with
yes,
colors.
That's right.
Color schemes. Yeah.
Still don't have the cabinets painted, but we'll get there.
Remember, you don't have to do everything right now.
Yeah, and we won't.
Good. That's fine. Now be okay with that. Right. But, I suffer from depression, and people don't know that. They think, Larry, you're just such a ebullient personality. Sure. Oh, so much joy. That is true, because when I'm in collaboration, whether it's right here with you now or, buying bananas in the banana aisle, that's collaborative to me, because I get to look over to someone and say, oh, hi.
Yeah.
And my day's already brighter. So what's your mental health like through all of the artistry in Nashville?
Yes. It's very good right now.
Yeah.
I can't say it always has been.
Yeah.
But, I am a person of faith. So when I stray too far from God and my connection with him, then I get really messed up in the head and I get weird and it gets really dark. But as soon as I come back and I'm like, okay, we're praying again, we're trusting again that not everything is on me to have to figure out. Mm-hmm. That's, for me personally, when I'm able to just go, okay, we're good. And then like hot yoga is a huge thing for me. So I love just going in and like sweating out all the toxins, getting my head back in a good space, because I do have a lot of overactive thought processes that happen to me a lot, and that can ruin things for me really fast. I guess similar to you, how people think you're bubbly, like Mr. Comedian, like all the time, which you are those things. And that's, one of the reasons that you're so awesome. But as people, we have a lot of sides to us, right? So a lot of my friends think I'm just Miss Sweet, funny, like can't take anything seriously, a little awkwardly funny, whatever, however they would describe me. But really, I'm very serious and I'm very sensitive. And I observe everything that happens. And it's really hard sometimes because if so-and-so in a session or a co-writer, whatever, has a certain look on their face, I'm going, oh God, the thing I just said, they're upset with me now. And it's this whole dance in my head of, oh my God, I have to apologize. I'm gonna lose sleep over it. It's ridiculous. So now that I know that about myself, I'm able to like kind of talk myself down and be like, it's gonna be all right. And they're probably, one thing my mom's always taught me, people are focused on themselves usually. So unless you do something outwardly hurtful to them, they're probably not thinking about you.
Yeah.
So that's helped me a lot.
Right. Who are we? Who am I to think that everything's about me, Larry? But you're totally right. Yeah. Absolutely. People go, oh my gosh, what are they going to think? And that's part of this whole thing. It's like, if I don't put the video out now, and if the song isn't just what are they all going to think? Everybody's busy with their own thinking.
Right. We all have enough going on.
But it's interesting what you're talking about, like you're noticing things in the room and if something happens. See, I think that I spent too much of my life pointing my finger at others. Like, you, man, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. And then I pointed it where it needed to be, which is at myself. No. Stop worrying about them. Take care of yourself, But then, unfortunately, you went to, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. It's like, wait a minute here, I went outward, now I went inward,
which is worse.
Which is worse, yeah. But now I'm finding that balance of, wait, let's have some grace. Like you said, relax and release. Michael Singer talks about that, the untethered soul. He says, relax and release. And I'm like, you relax, you release. Don't
shoulders up to here.
Yeah, don't tell me to relax, But it's true. And to be able to take a break for a second, to take a step back and have faith. You saying you have faith. What do you have faith in?
I have faith in the people around me. I have faith in, believe it or not, this world, the good humanity of it all, right? Yeah. There's a lot of darkness, a lot of evil, but I think people at their core are usually good people. Yeah. And I have faith that things are going to work out the way that they're meant to. And my stepmom has always told me, or reinforced for me the old saying, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think now that I'm getting older, I'm 30, I believe that. Whereas in my 20s, I didn't believe that. I thought, oh, life is happening to me and not for me, and all of this BS that we fill our heads with. But no, I believe it. I think, I have faith in if you have a dream and you go for it, that it is going to pay off. And it might not look the same as you think it will, but it's going to be better.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't look the way you thought it would look, right? What did you think your career was going to look like when you started this whole thing?
Oh my God.
And when did, sorry to cut you off, but when would you say you started this journey into the music world? You've been in Nashville, 11 years, you said?
Yeah. It's hard to remember because I was 14 when I started gigging, and it was every weekend, sometimes 2 times a weekend. So I was always doing school and gigging, and my mom would come with me to these things. I was doing competitions in Florida, all this. And then I recorded for the first time in Nashville. I think I was 17. And I don't know really what I thought it was going to look like. I definitely thought maybe I'd be a little further along by now, but that's okay. Yeah. Now that I'm here in this moment, I'm like, oh, I actually just needed to grow into myself and be a functioning adult first before I could have any of the things that I envisioned happen for me.
Yeah. Could you imagine being blown up completely humongously famous at the age of 15?
Oh my God, what a wreck.
It happens all the time now.
I know.
How does that, how do you feel? You're 30, you're a woman.
Yes.
I mean, there are children coming up and they have a TikTok hit and they have millions of followers or views and likes and loves. And then they're on tour. I've seen it myself, working at the station, Lightning 100. And we have phenomenal artists coming through at Nashville Sunday night. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how'd you get here? This is so exciting. You're amazing. You're 21, 22 now. And they said, well, I had a hit, a TikTok hit. It's, 5 million views and I'm on tour.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. I'm amazed by it, and I can see how somebody being 30, or I'm way older than that now, it's just oh my gosh.
Look it.
Thank you. Which is just is there room for me? Is there space for me? Because there's always, the new is always coming. The new is always coming. The younger is always coming. That's just life. So what's it like for you to be a 30-year-old female in this business? And also, I want to stress, woman, female. I mean, what is that like for you?
It is a delicate dance. There's days that I feel so confident and I feel good and dare I say, worthy of being in this space. And then there's days that I go, oh my God, another wrinkle. And, and things just don't look like they used to. And so I'm just okay, am I going to be the cringe person? That's what I think in my head, right? Not trying to pretend like I am a 21-year-old TikTok star has really helped me with that.
Yeah.
And just going, hey, this is for more mature people. And this is a more sophisticated, that's not the right word. It's not a very youthful, kind of brand that I have.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I don't care because the kind of music that I make is not for 21-year-olds necessarily. Yeah. Maybe they will like it. I don't know what they listen to because I'm not going to pretend like I'm listening to what they're listening to. Yeah. I like older music. Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, that's what's helped me is just being hey, it's all good. I'm not 21. I am a 30-year-old woman and I will say what my message is and I will basically be confident for other 30-year-old women that are going through the same thing. The gray hairs are coming in, the wrinkles are coming in. You're going, what's going on? But it's okay, So.
Yeah. So what's next for you? Because I do notice that you are outputting at a high pace, and it's quality and quantity. This day and age, I'm noticing that there is more quantity, and quality is not as important to people. It's get it out, get it out, get it out. Because if I'm not getting it out quickly enough, then I'm not relevant.
Sure.
So where are you at with all that?
Yeah, well, the plan has been to release a single every 6 weeks. And that's been going on since last May when we released Electrified. Mm-hmm. And I just recorded yesterday at Frida Recordings with RCSQ Records. So that was my first independent label single song recording contract. That was a mouthful.
Wow.
Yeah.
For what song?
It's called Place Your Bet.
And it's out when?
Well, we don't have a date yet.
Congratulations.
But thanks, yeah.
You signed a deal with an independent label for a single.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, thank you. It's this guy named Michael Poss that, we've been friends for years through Blue House Band. He just approached me about it 2 years ago, so it's crazy. These things take time. But he said, I really want to come alongside you for this song, and the rest is history. So we recorded that. That'll be coming out, but I have more singles that I'm rolling out. And I just recorded with my friend Brett Fry at Sound Emporium. That was sick. That was 2 songs. And then I'm making, like, how much time do I have? Then I'm making an acoustic project in this here room with my friend Mike Nunzianti. He's a great slide guitarist.
Well, you got some good Italian friends.
Yes.
What's his last name?
I don't know what this is about. Nunzianti.
Michael?
Yeah.
Nunziati.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, we're making that 6-song acoustic record in here. And we're using like the living room. It's going to be sick, I think.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd be able to make a like EP in this room. But
why not?
we're doing it. And then actually Kenny Sharp and I have way more music coming out. We're working on it with Josh Ronan right now.
Yeah.
You know, just chipping away. So there's a lot of stuff coming out. But in 2027, I want to release my album.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never done that. So I'm like, hey, I want vinyl.
Yes.
That's really all it is. I just want to be able to have a vinyl and be like, somebody buy this.
That's so cool. So when you put out a record in 2027, a full-length album, do you think it would be all new material, stuff that you haven't put out, or these singles, some of that you keep putting out?
Some of the singles, yeah. Some of it will be brand new, but I have to have Electrifying on there.
Oh, thanks.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. All right. Electrifying, written by yours truly, with Them Vibes, Kara Frazier, and Anthony Salamoni.
Yes.
Let me also just sing your praises here. By the way, your latest single, Coming Home, with Kenny Sharp, is out, and you landed your first editorial playlist.
This is true.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell me about it.
Well, I just woke up. Symphonic was like, hey, your song's been featured. It was like almost a moment where I was like, yeah, we'll see about this. Because I don't know, we just get so jaded as artists, right?
Right.
You think, well, that's not going to happen.
Symphonic is real. We use them as our music distributor.
Yes.
So what was it like?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, I have a video of me like at the kitchen table. Like I put the camera on because I'm like, I want to remember this moment. And I'm just like telling Ross, my husband, I'm like, come down. I'm like, I have to show you this. This is crazy. It was so exciting. And it was Apple Music and New in Rock.
New in Rock.
Yeah, which I'm like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even think this was a rock song.
Yeah.
But okay.
It's got
whatever you say, Apple Music.
We'll take it. Well, that's great. Well, how would you describe Coming Home with Kenny Sharp?
Yeah, well, the Deltas played on it. They're a duo, brothers. And oh my God, they're so bluesy. So yeah, they recorded at the session at Polychrome, and Jared Corder, he was in Repeat, Repeat.
You darn right he was.
Oh, you know him.
Repeat, Repeat paved the way for all of us. I mean, absolutely. Jared Cordar and Kristen Cordar, we've known them for a million years. And Repeat, Repeat are heroes. They are absolute trailblazers in the Nashville non-country scene, meaning everything else. They always do everything right. They are the gooeyest, poppiest, coolest band.
So good.
Kristen and Jared, husband and wife team, they are phenomenal, and they are the nicest people in the universe. Yeah. That guy Jared can make a record, boy. And
my God, right?
He knocked your song Coming Home out of the ballpark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was getting at, is because he comes from a rock background.
Yeah.
I think that really came out. And then the blues rock thing with the Deltas, and then, Kenny and I, we have our own kind of vocal stylings, and it all just melted together into this cool, gumbo.
Yeah, so you got some gigs coming up?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Okay, so June 13th, I'm playing a festival in Smyrna. It's a charity event. And it's going to be fun. We're opening for some gospel acts.
Cool.
Yeah, and then June 14th, I'm playing Guidance Sounds at 1865 Club. Okay. And that's all I can remember right now. So
how about an East Nashville Loft show on June 20th?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome. Anytime. Yeah, I do a little bit.
Yes. I'm doing Nashville Loft. It's a house show, June 20th. Yes. I'll put all the info out for these gigs. It'll be fun.
If you're just joining us, this is Kara Frazier on the Just Keep Talking podcast with me, Brother Love. I do have a speed round of questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What fascinates you, Kara Frazier?
Nature.
Nature.
You can go into nature and discover something new every single time that you're in it.
Yeah.
From, the sounds that you hear, the smells, the taste, also the feeling that it gives you. I don't know, you can go into nature and just experience a plethora of different emotions and find yourself again.
Every time, right?
Yeah, every time.
This morning I was looking for something to listen to on my walking of the dogs. And I'm like, I want to immerse myself in Kara Frazier. But then the breeze was so beautiful. It's usually 1,000 degrees at this point in Nashville, but it felt like a beautiful spring morning, and I could hear the birds, and I felt the breeze, and I turned my recorder off, my phone off.
I love it.
and the headphones off, and I just listened, and it was beautiful.
Isn't that amazing? I've been doing that lately. Leave the phone at home, take the dog on a walk.
Yeah, until my neighbor was like, I was like, oh gosh, if my headphones are on, they don't talk to me. My head's down, I don't hear them.
You just have to put them on. You don't have to turn anything on.
Yeah, all of a sudden all of a sudden my peace was thrown out the window. And it was very peaceful. It was lovely to talk to somebody, my neighbor. But I was like, one time, the birds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, thank you for what fascinates you. What angers you? What pisses you off, Kara Frazier?
Okay, well, I'm not informed enough, honestly, to talk about this in an educated way, but I would say seeing the amount of money that is spent on things that it feels unnecessary and it feels extra in America when there's people that are suffering and there's children that don't have homes, people without food. That makes me very upset.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and every day we're at war. We're spending money on things that are
crazy,
that are not us, that are not United States first, people first.
People first.
Meaning just people in America that could use health insurance and to eat.
That part.
Yeah, it's huge. I hear you. Well, what brings you joy, Kara Frazier?
My family.
Yeah.
Yeah. The older I've gotten, the more I realize that any time that you can communicate with your family, you should do it. Any moment that you have, whether you can get together or not, it's just like text them back, call them back, answer the phone.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You don't know if you're going to get that chance again on certain days. So like, basically you never know what tomorrow holds. So you gotta pay attention to your family and make them aware that you love them through your actions.
Wise Kara Frazier.
Well, wisdom comes from the interior.
Well, yeah, wisdom comes from living. Absolutely. If you had a magic wand and you could fix or change anything to your liking, I got it. I'm Kara Frazier. Here's my wand. What would it be?
Oh, well, I'd be on tour right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but like in a cool way. Like we'd have a tour bus we'd be like, riding in style. Oh, yeah. Get some quality sleep. Maybe there's a shower, that'd be sweet.
That's great. I love that. If I had one, I would put you on tour as well.
Thank you.
All right, now the big serious one, Kara Frazier. Toilet paper over the roll or under the roll?
Oh my God, well, over.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Look at that.
I'm glad we agree.
Oh, I'm glad we agree too, because I'm in your house now and I don't want to have to run out of here being like, this person's a little bit.
Yeah, never going back there.
No, exactly. Well, thank you so much, Kara Frazier. You have been a wonderful guest, a wonderful friend, a wonderful co-writer, a wonderful artist to watch. Where can we all find you?
Well, Instagram is my favorite, so it's at Kara Frazier _
Yeah.
And Spotify, I'm really on there.
Yeah.
I'm trying. So and then everywhere else, I won't bore you with the details, but wherever you like to listen to music or you like to go on social media, I am there.
Kara Frazier's latest single, Coming Home with Kenny Sharp, is out now everywhere. She's on a fabulous new rock playlist on Apple Music. You are a friend. You are the runner-up of this year's Music City Mayhem on Lightning 100. You're a star. I love you.
I love you too, Larry. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning into the Just Keep Talking podcast. My name is Brother Love. Your story matters. Until next time. Bye-bye.
You can personally support this show simply by clicking the tip link in the show notes. The Just Keep Talking podcast is now available on all podcast platforms. Please like, share, and subscribe. Visit our website at justkeeptalking.com, our YouTube channel at Just Keep Talking Podcast, and Instagram at The Just Keep Talking Podcast. We all just want to be seen, to be heard, and to belong. Thank you so much for supporting my mission and the Just Keep Talking Podcast with me, Brother Love, because your story matters.